Hi, it's Hools from HoolsRules. Welcome. I am very excited to be here. Thank you for joining me today. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how my brain works, my ADHD, neuro-spicy brain works when I'm playing board games, and how I combat that depending on who I'm playing with, what kind of game I'm playing with, and a little bit about games that I find are helpful for a quick pace, kind of keeping things going, so my brain doesn't just completely zone out and kaputs, and then I go, where are we? And I find there's so many games out there, of course. I don't have all of them because I unfortunately don't have a giant collection. I only have about 50 games. 50 games! Which is still a lot, but I wanted to showcase a couple of those. I find often with the way my brain works and depends on how busy I was that day versus if I just have a lot of energy and I haven't had a chance to let it out, it'll change how I play games or what kind of games I want to be playing. So I like short turn games or games where we're all kind of taking turns together. So I'm not waiting around. A couple games that I actually have that I think are really great and I'll easily break them out, especially if I'm just trying to warm up. No Thanks is like probably one of the best games that I bring to groups of. It's with 3 to 7 players, and I find oftentimes every time I bring it up, people are like, oh my God, this is so fun, let's play again. And it's so quick, the rounds happen very quick. You have 2 choices on your turn. You can take the cards or pass, that's it. And so it goes very, very quick, and it's very easy for people to learn, and also people like to play it once and they're like, okay, now I get it, and they want to play again. So I like breaking that one out. Another game I have is Draftosaurus, which is a game that you're all taking your turn at the same time. So it's a drafting game, and what that means is you're going to be taking one of the options that you have and then passing it to someone else. It's not always how draft works, but basically you're selecting from a collection that you have in front of you, you take one and then someone else is going to take another one, and so on and so forth. So everyone is picking their dinosaur at the same time and placing their dinosaur in their park at the same time. So it makes the game quite fast and quite easy to play without a lot of just kind of like twiddling my thumbs, waiting around until my next turn. Something I like to do while I am playing longer games, if I have a lot of time in between my turns. I'm one of those gamers who often has 3 turns ahead. I've already planned it out. And yes, it'll change depending on what other people do, but I'm like, these are the things I'm gonna do. And then I'll just sit there and be like, oh, it's my turn yet? But I will often bring things with me to game nights. So I have picked up crochet or knitting. I also do like digital art. So if I'm just like kind of sketching on a pad, it gives me the opportunity to not have to be fully impatient. And I'm not sitting there like, oh, pick up, hurry up, because it's not fair to other people whose brains operate differently to do that. So I bring it upon myself to do that. Fidgets are always welcome at the table, just to have something to do with your hands while you're waiting, especially when you're using your brain a lot. It's nice to have something physical to do. And yeah, I just think it's really nice to have something to do in between things, because often I'll play with players who like to think on their turn, and they'll think about every potential option, which is not how my brain works, because also with neurodivergency, it's all different. Everyone's brain works a little differently, and some people want to think about every single potential option that they could do in like a chess scenario, which I am not good at chess. I can't think that far ahead, but I can go, okay, these are things that'll work for me, and then I'll do them. And then sometimes I'll kick myself later and be like, that was dumb, why did I do that? But that's why I play with people who are very kind and welcoming and careful with my own brain, because I can get fed up too. I might come on here and I have such a sunny disposition, but everyone is a fully faceted human being, and we're, especially in a game group, you're going to be mixing and mingling with all different types of brains. So those are just a few game suggestions, as well as game accommodations for your own self as you're going into game nights, so you don't feel like you're overwhelmed or understimulated, as there are so many different things you can do. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will continue posting. If you're interested in hearing more, if you want a playthrough of any of the games that I've showed, please let me know. I love doing those. And I'm happy to engage. So thank you for being here and have fun.